What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jane. This is my boyfriend Grant who's joining me for this video. If you guys like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're a new subscriber, comment your name down below so I can thank you for subscribing to my channel. This video is going to be all about long distance, and a quick disclaimer, this is not a how-to video, but I've had a lot of people, just like my friends that are about to go into long distance relationships or starting them in the near future, asking me questions, and I was like, you know, there's a lot of people that are doing that, especially in this time that's like recent post-grad life. I feel like a lot of people are doing long distance.
Kind of been doing it for a couple years now.
Like on and off. So yeah, so just like background about our relationship. Grant and I have been dating for a little over 2 years. We spent our first year dating like inseparable.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We worked together at the same job all summer, and then which was like sleepaway camp.
Pretty much.
And then we lived in the same apartment complex, and they were both one bedrooms, so like we just kind of flipped back and forth with whose
very close
apartment we were staying at. Yeah, so like we were pretty much together all the time. And then I graduated last year and I moved to Florida. So we did long distance then. That was like our first experience with long distance. We did that for 6 months, and then I moved back to Raleigh and he was at ECU. It's about an hour and 30 minutes away, and so kind of like medium distance. Now we're
just like inconvenient.
Yeah, it's just like inconvenient, but we saw each other almost every weekend.
Yeah, but we still have a job. You go from like we saw each other every day, all day, to hardly ever seeing each other, to now we get to see each other
like every
set
weekend.
schedule
right.
on the weekend, and it's great.
Monday.
It's still hard, but
yeah, we'll go through it all. But on Monday, I'm moving to New York, so we're doing long distance again. And come October, September, Grant is making the big jump over to Los Angeles.
LA.
And then we're going from there.
Yeah. We
We're
kind of figure it out.
Seeing how things go. I will say that I think we did a pretty good job in our relationship at long distance. I think that we kind of nailed down the rules before we left and then executed them well. It worked really well. Yeah. And then of course, if you guys have any questions or want to talk to either of us, she'll
put my Instagram down in the description. So
yeah, you can slide into our DMs or comment below if you want. The first thing we're going to touch on is preparation, because that's one of the harder parts.
Well, it's also overlooked when you're heading into a long distance relationship. You kind of are just like, you're so focused on the here and the now because you know it's gonna end. We set like a very good plan for ours, and we kind of planned out like when to talk and stuff, and I think it's just very imperative to kind of build that foundation for it before you go into it, because it's hard.
What we've always done before we've like left each other for longer periods of time is do like one big last hurrah, like one big thing.
Like a very fun date.
Yeah, like last year before I left, we went on a date where we went to like Luna Pizza, which is in Greenville, and then we like remember we drank rosé, we like went to a park, we had a picnic, we made like a whole day of a date.
Luna Pizza, got another pizza, it's so good.
So we do a lot of stuff like that. This time, Grant's actually coming with me to New York. He's gonna move me, so we'll do something really fun there. But just like one final thing that you can kind of have together, and just to like celebrate your relationship. When people do long distance, it's normally because one or both of you guys are doing something great with your lives. You know, like you got a cool job, so you're moving, or you're in school, which is fantastic. Sometimes hard, but you know, we're very fortunate to get education here.
You just kind of want to be there to start that next chapter with them.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
You want to be a part of that chapter.
And then if you can, sometimes it doesn't work out like this, but if you can schedule times to talk, to actually communicate with each other. Like right now, we can't make a schedule when I live in New York because I don't have a job yet, and I'm like in the interviewing process for jobs. So, but once I get a job and once I know my schedule a little bit more, we will sit down and figure out a time that we are able to talk at this time on this day every single week. And then another thing that we did, which I found really helpful, was that we planned the next time we were gonna see each other before I left. So like when I left for Florida, we had kind of generally planned the dates that Grant was gonna come visit me over the summer.
Yeah, it's not like, we're not talking about like buy the tickets or anything, but kind of start looking in the future for something to look forward to.
Right, and to be like, so how long are we gonna wait? Like, am I really not gonna see you until, like right now for this, like I probably actually won't see Grant until
probably like Christmas.
I was about to say probably Thanksgiving or Christmas, but at least I know that, and so it just doesn't make it like, when am I gonna see you again, you know? And it just helps with everything, just being like, that's when I'm gonna see them, I'm just counting down the days and it's gonna be fine.
Mentally, and like for me what really helped was I had like a little app that tracked, you know, like a countdown, which is cool. It's cool because you look at it and you're so infatuated with this countdown like for nights and nights in a row, and then you completely forget about it for like weeks, and then you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, I get to see you so soon. So again, it does help with that next phase. You always want to be planning ahead, because with work and school and your new job, you can kind of get ahead of yourself, and if you don't set a deadline together, it kind of gets in the way. You know, we could have went 8 months, a year and a half without seeing each other. You know, and it sucks.
So the next part, and it's kind of cliche for us to say, but it really is like the most important part of a long distance relationship, and that is communication.
Communication is key.
Communication and consistency with communication.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out before you leave, but as soon as you can, set a schedule for times to talk. That really, really helped us. The other big part of that is being able to be flexible with that schedule. When
you're together, you communicate on such a regular basis. I'm sure if you wake up and text each other, or wake up and call each other, or whatever, you have your own schedule. But you can't let the distance be an excuse to not communicate, because then that distance kind of dictates your relationship, and the whole key is to not let it dictate your relationship.
Yeah, and like being able to be flexible with that schedule. So like we definitely had times we would talk on Friday nights, but I would get off work and all my friends were going out, and I'd be like, hey, I know we normally talk now, but everyone's going out. Can I call you tomorrow morning? Can I talk to you before we leave? You know, just finding other times to fix that and finding the balance.
You know, I had times when I was away and didn't want to talk, and I felt bad, but I knew in the back of my mind that you would obviously be cool with it, because that's just kind of how we work, you know.
And just being very
open,
just being very open of being like, it's not like it has nothing to do with you, it's just that like I want to do this. Can we talk at this time? Like having a solution for the problem.
I wouldn't make a habit of like blowing your partner off.
No, then you just change your schedule.
Yeah, because then you just change the schedule. I mean, there's gonna be times when you can't talk, and that's okay, but yeah, like you were saying, it's all about setting a schedule, but also being flexible with that schedule, but always kind of having something to fall back on.
Right. Oh, and just like, for us at least, general rule of thumb was that it was much better to talk on the phone than to text.
Yeah.
So like, even if we couldn't text all day, but we could talk on the phone for 5 minutes, that was a million times better.
Yeah, we still like don't text all day. I mean, I'll send you a couple of texts here and there a day, and vice versa, but normally we talk on the phone at least once a day.
Yeah, we don't talk from like sun up to sundown. We'll normally just like talk. Yeah, we'll talk on the phone like once a day, which is nice, because then you can be like, how was your day? And we can like actually talk about the day, rather than like we've texted all day, so you already know everything that happened.
You're up on everything.
Exactly.
It's also a lot to handle too.
But we just like talked about a bunch of words, and then we decided that these three kind of group together, which is space, trust, and balance. In communication, the other thing is that you really have to trust your partner fully. And if you're in a relationship, and like, again, I'm just telling this from like my point of view. If I was in a relationship with Grant and I just like was always worried about him going out to bars, and like it just like made me nervous, you either have to like assess the relationship, like what isn't working, or assess yourself, because no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to change Grant. Grant is Grant, and he's not going to change. So you either have to like assess how like maybe I was approaching the situation, assess why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, or like, is there something in the relationship that we can change? Like, I don't care if you go out, but can you just like call me when you get home, or like whatever.
Right. You know? And it's all about, again, finding that balance. You know, without the trust, there is no balance, and then it's chaotic. I mean, I have to.
I think I'm getting sick or have allergies, so I'm gonna be like drinking water. Just by the way.
Yeah, how dare you hydrate? But yeah, it's just important to trust one another, because that's all you really have when you go away from each other. You don't have each other.
You don't have anything besides that trust.
Besides that trust, I just worry about her safety. I mean, there's never a worry about like any
like
mischief
cheating.
or going out.
Mischief.
any tomfoolery, and that's when space comes involved, because if you trust them, then you're allowing them space.
We're both just like very independent people. Both of us are the kind of people where I don't like people telling me what to do. I know you don't like people telling you what to do. We like our space. I like my alone time.
And it's important, you know.
Just like giving your partner what they need.
And if I'm calling at like a very inconvenient time, and she's like, look, I just really need some space right now, it's totally okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's again, that's all about like the honesty, the trust.
Right, and just saying, I love you, I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah. The point is, space is very helpful. I'm just kind of rambling.
I know, honestly.
Oh wait, I've made that point already.
Grant just woke up from a nap.
Yeah.
So.
I woke up from a nap afraid.
I sneezed and he went, bless you.
So scared.
Okay, so then I had a couple of people ask me, I put like a little thing on my Instagram and about like what you guys wanted to hear about. And I had a couple of people be like, how do you deal with fights? Like, what do you do when a fight comes up, or like how do you combat that? I will put it out there that like Grant and I are both not fighters. Like neither of us really like to fight. I don't like to fight with my friends. I don't like to fight with my parents. Like I just don't like fighting. You're the same way.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
We just don't, I just don't like fighting. I don't like screaming. I don't like yelling. For some people that's actually like part of their relationship, and like that works for some people, and it like makes their relationship stronger just because they're so emotionally driven that just to like get it all out actually helps. Not me, not my thing.
Yeah, our
so
thing is kind of like
we're just like talk it out. That's
just so honest with each other all the time.
Right.
That we like, I mean, we disagree.
We disagree, but we just talk. I just want to put that out there because I think our situation is going to be different than some people. So I just want to like share the dynamic of our relationship. And we're not gonna be like, oh, we never fight. It's just nirvana. No. Like, we fight, but it's not like.
But it never gets past like.
It's like
20 minutes.
It's like a let's sit down and talk about this. One of the big rules that we had when we did long distance when I went to Florida was to just never hang up the phone angry, like no matter what was going on. That was just a rule.
Yeah.
And if I had work and I was like I absolutely had to go, then it was like, okay, we're fighting. I still love you. Let's talk after work.
We'll figure this out later.
Right.
Let's put a pin in this, but you know,
yeah.
I love you, I appreciate you, I see where you're coming from.
Or sometimes it's okay to just take a step away and be like, you know what, I just need time to like process this. Can we talk tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I never felt like we had to solve every problem right then.
No. And
but it
life
also
just isn't like that.
Exactly. Timing is everything. So if you had a bad day, it's not really a great time to kind of shove your point of view into her face just to kind of prove a point.
When you're giving people space and when you're doing long distance, sometimes it may feel like you want to almost like pick a fight with people because you want the attention, and like you don't always realize that you're doing it, but I know that that's like a common thing to do, is to like, you know what I mean? Like to start picking at things because you want someone to react and give you attention. And I think that that's just something to really, really be cautious of when doing long distance, because they're not right there. It's not like they're gonna catch onto your body language, you know, you can't really be subtle. You really gotta be like, no, this is what's going on, this is what I want.
It's still YouTube, but it's a different relationship.
I thought you said YouTube, and I was like, what?
Everything is YouTube. It's still you too. Your relationship does change, and you have to embrace that change. And through that change, you know, you know, that's a great time to start being maybe more open and forward and honest with your partner, and like telling them, hey, look, this is like, I need you to text me just a little bit more.
Right. I mean, I said that to Grant. I was like, look, you need to respond to my text because
I'm so terrible at texting.
He's just bad at texting.
I'm just bad at
with everyone. But I'm like, when I can see that you've read my message and you haven't responded, that's like a.
I'm always like, I read it and I'm like, oh, okay, I will respond to that in like 2 seconds, because I was like, I'm doing something, I'll respond to that in 2 seconons. And then 2 seconds become 10, become 5 minutes.
We just forget about it.
I just forget about it. But now I have my little handy dandy Apple Watch that I just got. So.
No excuse.
I know, I literally click and just talk, and then it goes. That's awesome. No, it's so great.
So then the other thing people asked me a lot about was like how to keep the spice in the relationship.
Just say spice. I mean, they'll get it. You think they're not gonna get it?
How to keep the spark in the relationship, is that better?
Kind of sounds tacky.
Okay, I know.
How to keep the spark. Say that. I'm kidding.
How to keep the spice in the relationship, how to keep things fresh.
Because you're not with each other, so there's not like, you can't really go on dates, because we tried to go on a date. FaceTime, it was the most annoying, horrible thing ever.
It was
terrible.
Terrible.
We went on a coffee date and I'm like, what? I can't hear you. And like, I think like
bad.
I didn't bring my headphones or she didn't bring her headphones.
No, I had my headphones.
It was so terrible.
It was so,
That just didn't work for us.
I know other couples will like watch movies together on like FaceTime, like they'll start the movie at the same time. No.
But who has the data for that?
The data? You just do it. Oh.
I know, it was a joke.
Anyway, so moving on to the spice in the relationship. Something that really helped us was like keeping surprises in the relationship. So like, you know, you can buy something like on Amazon or wherever and like have it shipped to them. It's just a fun surprise, you know, just like keeping things exciting and keeping things fun.
Like gifts or candies or like little goodie bags, or maybe like edible arrangements. I don't know, like a care package. That's what I meant to say.
Little goodie bags. So you can like get a little creative with it, have a little fun with it.
Yeah, you know.
Get a little spicy with it. The other big thing is that like Venmo is your new best friend.
Yeah, because I would love to go, I would like love to be there for her to buy her drinks and stuff, but I'm not, obviously.
And that was like so fun, like, so like if we couldn't talk because I was out with my friends or whatever, Grant would be like, let me buy you a drink, and would Venmo me money to buy me a drink.
Yeah.
And that goes both ways, y'all.
No, she would do it all the time. Too.
Yeah.
She really would. That's what made it fun, because like that was our thing.
Right. It's just, and like I said, you
the first one's on me. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She sent me.
Yeah,
like
it's gotta go. It's gotta
she
go
sent me like
both
a
ways.
foam roller, an ab wheel. She sent me like all this like workout stuff because I just like that kind of stuff.
Graham really loves the life he lives.
Trademark.
But like
That's really,
figuring
it goes with understanding. Sorry to cut you off, but like that's really, yeah, it's okay. That like goes hand in hand with understanding your partner's love language.
That was I was about to say.
No, but I said it, and when you wrote it, I said it because you wrote it down when I said it, so I was like, I don't want to take ownership for that.
Figuring out your partner's love language is super important because you're gonna find out, like, should I send them gifts? Do I send them a nice text? Do they want a card?
Hey, you two, come back here.
And like, I know some
Card.
people. Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Oh. And then some people's like their love language is like physical touch. So then like, how do you?
So
no,
you're
it's
screwed.
real. No,
So
but that's
you're
a real
screwed, you
thing.
break up. No, I know, but
Oh.
like if you're long distance.
I know, no, but then I'm saying like, so find a creative way to like make that happen. Like, I'm not even kidding. You sent me a blanket.
I sent her like I would also send her like some of my clothes that smelled like me.
Yeah,
so,
like stuff like
so
that.
I
Yeah.
can be there, you know,
Mhm.
and that's just like a creative little
Or another thing that you did was he would send me coffee, like this coffee that we loved. It's just, oh, it's the coffee that I drink all the time. You guys watch the vlogs?
She couldn't get it in Florida.
Yeah, they didn't
So
have
I
it in
sent her
Florida.
bags of it all the
But
time.
like the smell of that coffee would remind me of like waking up in the morning and like us drinking coffee together. So stuff like that, just being creative.
It doesn't have to be money all the time.
No, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be
In fact,
expensive either.
It's kind of boring if it's just money. It's pretty fun.
It is
I had a
fun.
good time.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it. I mean it should be fun. A relationship should be fun. Like they're hard, but a relationship should be fun.
Yeah, but we found out how to make it fun, even though we're not with each other.
Just the big thing is understanding that your relationship is not going to be the same and giving yourself time to figure out how the new relationship is going to work.
But try
Yeah.
to be excited about it. Try to be excited for the time apart and the space,
Yeah,
like
something-
the opportunity. Like
right.
you have a little bit more space, you have a little bit more time, and you can kind of figure yourself out a little bit while still being in this relationship, and just hype yourself up because you're not gonna be excited about it.
Something
you know?
that like I would always, that I still like always think about is that I'm like, you know what, I love Grant, and if we can make it through a year of long distance, of 2 years of long distance, we're gonna be great.
Yeah.
It makes your relationship so much stronger. Honestly, I think every couple should do long distance.
You know, there's no room for selfishness in a long distance relationship.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of fun videos coming out. I'm moving to New York in a week from today,
Jeez.
which is crazy. And then we're gonna have lots of New York vlogs, so click that subscribe button. And never forget to love the life you lived. I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
Any last words, Grant?
I'm making a podcast soon, so stay tuned
Oh,
for that.
Grant's making a podcast. Yes. Okay. Also, yeah, follow Grant on Instagram. Learn more about his podcast. It's called, can I say the name? It's called Yeah No.
It's called Yeah No. Yeah, it's gonna be a podcast about kind of me and how, you know, I kind of go through life. It's gonna be like a wide variety of topics. The BS that life throws at you and how to kind of say yeah and no to it, and just kind of keep moving forward. Yeah, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna start that when I come back from New York with her, and that'll be really fun.
Yeah. So make sure
stay
you follow
tuned.
him and.
First episode comes out in July.
Perfect. Bye, guys.
Later.